Temperatures are dropping as we get closer to winter here in Iowa, and with those cold temperatures, people around the state are beginning to get sick. One illness that has struck the Waverly area is whooping cough.
4 cases of whooping cough have been diagnosed in WSR elementary schools, which could be causing concern for some parents. Elaine Slade from the, what was your actual?
It's Visiting Nursing Association.
Visiting Nursing Association.
Yeah.
Excuse me, we had that wrong, but she joins us now to talk to us a little bit about the illness.
Elaine, can you tell us what is exactly whooping cough?
What whooping cough is the technical name is called pertussis and stuff, and what it is it's an upper respiratory infection that causes them to cough quite violently. Normally the cough gets so bad to the point that the very classic sign is that they actually almost throw up because the cough is such a bad cough.
Okay.
And you described, that the worst case or how you can tell, but what are some of the other symptoms for whooping cough?
The bad part with whooping cough is usually thought as being, oh, I just am coming down with a cold, because it starts out with the exact same symptoms. It's got the runny nose, it's got the nasal congestion. They end up and they actually may just think that they're just coming down with a cold, but it's not until that the bad cough hits after about 7 to 10 days, and then they get that really, really bad cough. Then they end up and then they go to the doctor, they get tested and find out that they in fact had the whooping cough. The bad part is that while they were coming down with just that runny nose, they are also spreading the disease potentially to anybody who's under immunized.
So when should parents start thinking, okay, this isn't a common cold, I should keep my kids home from school?
Well, the most common thing that I'd like to tell people is you want to make sure that you as adults and all of your children are up to date on their tetanus and whooping cough or pertussis vaccination. If everybody is up to date on that vaccination, of which most adults are not, because you are to have that vaccination once every 10 years. Most adults do not think about getting it, and a lot of us no longer have the protection against the pertussis or the whooping cough because we've lost our immunity if we have not received a vaccination recently. The vaccination just came available to adults within the last about 5 to 10 years.
Okay, and you're talking about this shot, the immunizations. Excuse me, I can't talk this morning. Is there a time that this wears off? Do people need to renew their shot?
That's why we say every 10 years. I usually say every 7 to 10 years. If as an adult, and this goes all the way up to even our grandparents over the age of 65, if they have not had a recent tetanus shot with the whooping cough piece, the advice is to generally to end up and to obtain that in immunization from their physician.
How long is it are they contagious?
They're usually contagious for either 5 days if they go to their doctor and they get on an antibiotic. They are to stay home for 5 days while they complete that antibiotic. But if they choose to not take the antibiotic, they can be contagious for up to 21 days.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much for joining us and giving us more information about this.
You're welcome.